everyone needs to face me. Let's look here. Okay, our goal today is we're going to use multiplication in word problems. And you guys have been working very, very hard on your multiplication. I just want to review a little bit. When we work with multiplication, do our numbers get bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
They get bigger. We want to multiply them together. What are different ways that we can multiply? William?
We can multiply by ones, zeros.
Okay, what are some of our strategies, though, that we can figure out the product? What's a product again?
The answer to a multiplication.
Perfect. The answer to a multiplication problem. Wonderful. Okay, so what are the ways that we can figure it out? Just name one way. How can we do? What do we do in order to get to the product? We have two factors, and we need to find that product. So how can we do that? Well, you're going to multiply, but what are you going to do? What are some of your strategies? And we've talked about that before. You can count by multiples. What else can you do? William?
By twos.
That's counting by multiples. Can you draw something?
Yeah.
What can you draw? What is that called? Starts with an A. Close. And Walter?
Array.
An array. We can draw groups of something. If I have 2 times 3, I can have 2 groups. How many would be in each group?
3.
Good. So what would 2 times 3 be?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many you have is your product. Wonderful. We've also been working with multiplying 2 digits by 1 digit and 3 digits by 1 digit. You guys worked on that yesterday. How did that go for you?
Good.
Yeah, you felt good about it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be working on that also. Let me just review a little bit of our 2 digits by our 1 digit. I'm going to put some examples up on the board and you're going to help me out. So if we have 12 times 2, here's our 2-digit number by our 1-digit number. Okay? What's my first step? Will?
You add the 2 and the 2. You multiply the 2 and the 2.
Good. And I like how you first said add and then you knew that we were going to multiply and you changed it. That's great. So we go to our, what column is this called again?
Ones.
Our ones column. And you said we're going to multiply 2 by 2, which is what?
4.
Good. Jared, what's the next thing that we do?
You see the 2, you go to the next door, then it's,
Well, we're not going to go next door like when we subtract. We're going to go to the next place value.
Yeah.
Okay, so if this is the ones place value, what's this place value?
Tens.
It's the tens. So I'm just going to draw a little arrow. And now you're going to multiply those 2 factors. And what do you get when you multiply 2 times
2.
1? Perfect.
I knew it.
Very good. I'm glad that you knew it.
Good.
All right. Now I'm just going to put an example of a 3-digit number multiplied by a 1-digit number. So if we have 272 times 6. Oh, wow. This changes it. Alberto, what do you think? How do we start?
You start with the 6 times 2.
And what column is that? What place
ones.
value? The ones place value. 6 times 2. Do you know what 6 times 2 is? Perfect. But wait a minute. 12.
You put 2 under the and put the 1 on top of this.
You're going to regroup your number. Perfect. Okay. And I like to write it as I say it. So if I say 12, I'm going to write the 1 first and then the 2. Now what do I do, Gracie? Jared, please sit down. Thank you. Okay, so I did my ones column. Good. And what place value is my 7 in? This is the ones. Good girl. So I'm just going to draw a little arrow because this helps me. If it helps you, I want you to do it too. 6 Okay, so I like to circle it and put a little plus so I remember. So 6 times 7 is 42 plus 1 is?
43.
Okay, but wait a minute. 43. What do I do with that 4? Yeah, because there's another place value here. So we know we're not done yet. So we put the 4 up here and we put the 3 down here. Am I done yet?
No.
Leda, put your head up. Good girl. Now what do? I multiplied my 6 by my 1s, which was 2. I multiplied my 7 in my 10s column. Now what do?
Multiply the 2 and the 6.
You got it. What place value is that?
The
1s, 10s.
100.
You got it. So what is, I'm just going to draw another little arrow. What's 6 times 2? 2 groups of 6.
12.
Good girl. What do I do with this 4 up here?
You add it.
Good. So what is 12 plus 4?
16.
Okay, so I don't have any other numbers to regroup, so I'm done. And I write my 16 down here. And I put the comma. And my answer is, who can read that number for me? Alyssa.
1,632.
Good, and you didn't say and. Beautiful. Excellent. All right, so sometimes when we multiply, we need to use it in a word problem, or we need to multiply when we're reading a word problem. Or, for example, if you were at the school store and you wanted to buy 5 pencils and they were 25 cents each, are we going to use multiplication for that?
Add.
How would we figure that out?
Add.
You could add, or
You can
you could multiply. They're 25 cents each, and you want 5. What's 5 times 5, William?
25.
So we put the 2 up here. Good. What's 5 times 2?
10, 12.
How much would it cost for you to have 5 pencils?
$1.25.
$1.25. Good. Okay. So now I'm going to...
4.25, so you add one more.
What?
4.25 equals $1.
You got it. 4.25.
Plus one more equals $1.25.
Beautiful. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand out this word problem sheet. We're going to do it together, so don't worry. We're going to go through all of them together. Put your name on it. We're going to read, and we're going to look for information that we need in order to solve our problems. It's a very important skill to have. Okay. Do I have a volunteer to read? Let's see. Alyssa.
A
Freight.
A freight companion
Company.
company is shipping 3 boxes that weigh 180 pounds each.
Okay.
How much do the 3 boxes weigh altogether?
Okay. So we really have to think about this. And sometimes it helps to draw a picture. What would I draw a picture of, Leda?
118 on the top and 3 on the bottom.
All right, that's going to be our problem. But I just want you to visualize what's happening with these words, okay? So a freight company is shipping 3 boxes. Here's my 3 boxes. And they're telling us, the information that they give us, they're telling us that they weigh 118 pounds each. LB stands for what?
Pounds.
Good job. All right. How much do the 3 boxes weigh all together? So, and Leda, you gave me the perfect example of how we're going to write this problem. So tell me one more time.
First you put the 118 on the top,
Good.
and then you put the 3 under the 8.
Okay, and what operation am I going to use? Who can solve this problem for me? William, what's the first thing that I do?
You add the 8 and the 3 times.
Oh, you're going to multiply, not add. You have to look at your operation. Your order of operation is plus, minus, dividing, multiply. You really have to know what you're doing, okay? So when you look at a math problem, you have to think to yourself, okay, what am I going to do here? Okay, go ahead.
That equals 24. You put the 2 on top of the 1.
You're going to regroup the 2 and put the 4 here. And again, I like to write it as I say it. 24. Good.
And 3 times 1 equals 3.
Good.
Plus 2 more equals 5.
And I'm just going to write the plus 2. Good.
And 3 times 1 equals 3.
Okay, so what did the question ask us? What did that question ask us? What information are we trying to find out? We have our product, but what is it? What does it mean? So let's go back to the question. A freight company is shipping 3 boxes that weigh 118 pounds each. Got it. Check.
Oh.
How much do the 3 boxes weigh altogether? Okay.
354
354 what?
pounds.
Pounds.
LB.
You can put LBS, or you could write out the word pounds. But when you're doing a word problem, you always, 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 always have to have a label so we can know what that product represents. Okay? Should we do the next one?
Yes.
Wonderful. Who would like to volunteer to read it? Jared.
Alright.
All right.
Well,
Luke?
Luke has 6 boxes of baseball cards. Each box has 213 cards. How many cards does he have?
Okay. So he has, and I like to draw. When I do math word problems, I like to draw it out. So what should I draw a picture of?
Baseball cards.
How many?
6 baseball cards.
Is it baseball cards? Read it again.
Basketball cards.
No,
Basketball.
it says baseball, but are these representing cards or something else?
Baseball.
Baseball. They're baseball
They are.
cards. What are the baseball cards in a box? So it's 6 boxes, and it's telling me how many cards are in each box. Let me see, Sebastian. We just had a student walk in, and you're just gonna follow along, Sebastian. It's okay. Okay. So each of these represents a box. Jared, how many cards are in each box? How many cards?
6.
There's not 6. There's 6
Wait.
boxes.
213.
You got it. So in each of these boxes, there's 213. Now, what is the question asking us, Jared? What is it asking us to do?
It's
Read.
asking us to do,
Read that last line again.
how many cards does he have?
So how are we going to,
We have to add it,
we could add it or we could
make it top, multiply.
multiply. What 2 numbers are we going to multiply
The
together?
6 and the 213.
Great. How would I write that?
213 times 6.
Wonderful. Solve it for me, Jared. You're doing a great job.
6, go to next door.
Well, that's when
Fine.
we're subtracting. So we're multiplying. So we have to go to our ones column.
Yeah, first the ones column.
Good. What 2 factors are we going to multiply together
The
first?
6 and the 3.
You got it, Jared.
6
We
times
must-
3 is 3.
Not 3. 3 groups of 6 or 6 groups of 3.
Equals
Or you can count by 3s, or you can count by 6s 3 times. Want to give it another try? Not close. You want someone to help you out?
18.
It's 18. So do you see how he got 18? If I do 1, 2, 3 groups, how many would be in each group?
I counted 18, but
Okay, so how many would be in each group?
18.
Not 18,
Three.
there would be,
Three.
there's 3,
Six.
You got it. So if I put 6, and this is an array, we have 1, 2, 3, count with me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, which is what Will said. Beautiful. Okay, so how do I write the 18?
But the 8, then put the 1 on the top.
You got it. Do that first. Write it as you're saying it. 6 times 3 is 18. I carry
Then take
the 1.
the 6.
Yep.
Go next door, kinda. Then
Hey,
6.
don't say go next door because that's what we do for subtraction. You're going to go to the next place value.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Go to the next place value.
Nice.
So 6, 7.
6 times 1 is
7.
6 plus 1 is 7. Beautiful. Okay? And
Then go to the other place value.
good.
And
So what 2 factors are we multiplying together?
the 6 and the 2.
Beautiful.
12.
You got it. Beautiful. And we put our comma because we start here and we go 1, 2, 3. Jared, can you read that product for me?
100. 1200.
Well, let's start here. 1,
100.
1.
1,278.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Okay, guys, you should be circling the right answers on your sheet, and you should be writing this on your sheet next to it. Okay, let's do the next one.
What about cards at the end? Or
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. What did they ask us to figure out? What is our label?
cards?
Oh, you guys got it. Excellent. And that's how many cards he has at home. And I forgot
Boxes.
that. Thank
What
you.
about boxing cards?
Yeah. All right, let's do number 3.
I want to do number
Sebastian, since you just came in, would you like to read number 3 for me? We're working on multiplying in our word problems. Okay, so number 3.
A pet store has 9
Giant.
giant fish tanks. In each fish tank, there are 423 fish.
Beautiful.
How many fish are in all the fish tanks?
Okay, so Sebastian, we have to break this down. All right? So what do you think? And I like to draw pictures like I said. What should I draw a picture of? A pet store has 9 giant fish tanks.
There are 9.
I'm going to draw, usually fish tanks are long, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And am I drawing it, precise? It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? I'm not a good drawer. I'm not a good artist. But I'm representing what's in the word problem by my picture. All right, in each tank, how many fish are there?
400 and
Okay, don't say and.
423.
You got it.
423 fish in each tank.
Okay, so Sebastian, how do we solve this problem?
You multiply it.
Because when we multiply, our numbers get
Bigger.
bigger.
And it's easier.
All right, so what's my problem? How am I going to set this up, Sebastian? Help me out.
423 times 9.
Times 9. Beautiful. Who can help me out?
I can do it.
Lewis.
I'll do it.
Oh, we got the 9s. I know some of you aren't to the 9, 10 times tables
know.
yet, but let's try to work together and figure this out.
out.
He doesn't even need help. He can do it. So how do I write
Yeah,
this,
no one
Lewis?
needs help with the 9.
Put the 2 up and put the 7 down.
Good. Write it the way you say it. 27. Good. Go to our 10s column.
9 times 2 is 20.
9 times 2 is 20?
No.
You're right, but you forgot to just you forgot to tell me what 9 times 2 is before you add it. Good. And then what do we do? You got it. And that equals good. So then how do we write that?
You put the 2 on top of the 4.
Good.
Put the 0 next to the 7.
Beautiful. All right. Now what, Lewis?
Then you add 9 times 4.
You got it. Which is what? 9 times 4. 9 groups.
Is 28.
Not 28. Who has their chart out? Alyssa has her chart out. Lewis, can Alyssa help you out?
36.
Oh,
36.
you figured it out. Beautiful. We're working together. So we have 36 plus 2 more.
38.
And what is my final answer, Lewis?
3,807.
You got it. Uh-oh. What did we forget? What are they asking us to find?
Fish tank.
Not fish tanks. They're asking us, look at that question again, and this is important because you need to go back to the problem to find out, what are they asking me to find?
Fish. Giant.
Well, we already know there's 9 giant fish tanks. What are we trying to find out? We also know that there's 423 in each tank. So, Lewis, what is this number? 3,800? Fish. You got it. And what do you always have to do?
Put the thing down.
The label. Put your label. Okay, before we go to special, let's do the last one. Okay, take a minute and read it. See if you can figure it out while I set it up here.
Can you do it by yourself?
Do this one on your own, and then we're going to go over it before you go to special. And I'm going to walk around to see how you're doing. And then we're going to solve it together before we leave. Okay, I like how you're setting up your number. Yes, you can use your chart. What? You guys are all done?
Yes.
How you doing, Sebastian?
Well, what did the
Wonderful. I like how you're setting it up on the page. Beautiful. Keep going, Lita. Okay, so how do we set this? You figured it out without even writing it down? Wow, Jerry. But just do me a favor and write the problem here so I know you understand it, okay? Wow, that was pretty good. All right. Who can read this problem to me? Alberto, are you raising your hand? Wonderful. Wait a minute. Let's just wait till everyone's ready. Okay. It's a series.
A series of books has 7
Volumes.
Each volume has 837 pages. How many pages are there in the season?
Okay, in the series. A series is just a combination of books. The volume is each individual book.
Different time.
Okay, so what do I know? Gracie, I need you to look up here. Good. So what information do I know already? I have it right in front of me. I'm going to draw my picture. What do you think, Alberto? What am I going to draw?
Books.
Good. How many?
7 books.
7 volumes. Did you ever see books on a shelf in the library, the encyclopedia?
Yes.
Did Mrs. O'Borman ever show you the encyclopedias? Yes? No? The atlases?
Yes.
They come in volumes. Okay? And they sort of look like this. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alberto, what other information did they give us about these volumes?
837 pages. So we got
In all of them?
Yes.
each, that's an important
Each
word,
book.
each volume has 837 pages. So they don't all together, they each. So I'm going to write 837, 837. You guys should be writing this on your paper. All right. Who wants to help me with the multiplication part? Okay, Alberto, keep going. You're doing a great job. All right, so we have to put this into a multiplication problem.
It's you can put 837 and put the 7 down. The 7.
7 down here?
No.
Oh. You said put the 7 down. What do I need?
Like a line.
What's my operation?
7
Well, no.
times
Multiplication. So I put this, and what's my other number?
7.
You got it. Now we put this. What does this line mean?
The answer.
Well, it means equal. What this is going to equal. All right, Alberto, it's all you. Where do we start?
We start with the 1s.
Good.
7 times 7 equals 49.
Okay, so how do I write that?
Put the 4 on top of the
We're going to regroup. Yeah.
and put the 9 down.
Beautiful. Now what?
And 7 times 3 equals 21.
Good.
Plus 4 equals 25.
Good. How do I write that?
Put the 2
Good.
up with the 8 and put the 5 down.
Excellent. Now what?
7 times 8 equals 56.
Wow, that was a good one. You got it. Well, what do I do with this 2?
You got plus 6.
I have to what?
You need to add 6 more
6 more?
to
Look up here, Alberto. What number is that?
2.
So am I adding 6 more or 2 more?
2 more.
So 7 times 8, as you said, is 56, plus 2 more is what?
58.
What's my final answer, Alberto?
5,800. 500.
Start again. Start again. 5,859 Twinkies.
Yeah.
What are we trying to figure out in that question? What do they want us to know?
Page.
How many pages? Excellent. You guys really did a great job with this. Wonderful. Now, before you go, I just want to read the last part of this. Martin multiplied 423 by 7 and got an incorrect answer of 2,841. What did Martin do wrong? What is the correct answer? So right now I want you to just write the problem, and then when you come back you can solve it. Write the multiplication part of that. And then explain to me what Martin needs to do to get the correct answer. So just write the problem. You don't have to solve it. And then when you write it, you can get up and start to go to special.